guys, Colleen here, DIYer behind LemonThistle.com, and today I'm excited to share our Christmas tree and how we have decorated it this year and I think the past 3 years so that it is easy to switch up our theme. We don't really do a theme, but how you can add different accent colors and switch it up year after year without buying all new ornaments. So I'm going to walk you through how I decorated this tree, and then I'm going to just use like a shoebox of ornaments to change it up. And I'm gonna do, I think, 3 different combinations, but we'll see. Honestly though, I love it like this. We've had it like this for a few years, and last year we added in some pinks, like rose gold tones, and I really loved that. So that's gonna be one of the options that I share today, because I didn't share any photos of our Christmas tree last year. We were living in renovations. There was like no trim on these windows, and the kitchen was half done, like it's chaos. But this year we're done, so I get to show you my tree. So I'll do pinks, I will do some classic reds, and then what I think we're gonna go with this year is some kind of olive green tones, so I will show you that one as well. All right, before we get started, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I so hope that you'll do that below so you don't miss out on any more DIY or home decor videos. I've created this video as part of the DIY Mummies DIY and Home Decor Challenge for the holidays. All right, so the first thing that I do is obviously light my Christmas tree. I didn't record that. We left a lot of the lights on it last year when we packed it up, and I did have to replace a string or two this year. And then I also added some bigger lights as well. You can see that those are kind of mixed in there, although it's hard to see in the video. I really love having the 2 different sizes of lights in here. I think that it looks a little bit magical. And then after I have it all lit and I have it kind of fluffed, then I go and add these picks in. And these picks are like flocked branches, kind of. They're the long pine needles, and these are from Michael's, and I bought a few each year, and I've slowly been adding more to fill in the tree, and I was so disappointed this year when I went there to grab a couple more and they don't sell them anymore. I should have stocked up last year. I think that we have 10 now, and I just use them to fill in any gaps in the tree. This was a hand-me-down tree that we got about 5 years ago, and it's still totally beautiful, but there's definitely some gaps starting to show now, and so these picks fill those in. They also add some dimension and some texture. I like to leave them sticking out a bit longer than the tree branches, and since they're flocked, they add some of that flocked look that I love without the expense of going out and buying a new flocked tree. The next thing that I do is add on this ribbon, and I love this ribbon. It's like paper and it's so beautiful, but I cannot find anything like it. And I really just want 6 rolls, because you can't tell in this video, but the ribbon doesn't go all the way around the back of the tree, which was fine in our last house because the tree was in a corner, but the tree is kind of in the middle of 2 rooms here, so you definitely see around the back from the kitchen. So I put that on. I kind of like to do it on a little bit of a diagonal to look like it wraps around the tree, and this takes a ton of adjusting, and I think it would be easier if I had more ribbon, but I have to be really conscious of where the ends start and stop since it doesn't go all the way around the tree. I use the branches to kind of weave the ribbon in behind and to hold the ribbon in place. Since it's not a wired ribbon, it is just paper. Those branches make all the difference in keeping it where I want it. So I also got some frosted pine cone picks this year from HomeSense. They're a little bit curly and I kind of love that. I put them in very similar to how I did the frosted picks, and I just put them spread out and kind of poking out further than the branches to give some dimension and texture to the tree. At this point, I got some helpers decorating. So Windsor helped me put on some ornaments. I always like to start with my biggest ornaments first and space those out visually, and then I can space in the smaller ornaments. So the biggest ornaments I put on first are these giant wooden snowflakes. Those are from Kitchen Stuff Plus. I will link them below. And I also have these grape leaf ornaments, which are also from Kitchen Stuff Plus. They're really pretty and natural, and they go really well with the kind of white, neutral tree theme that we've done for the past few years, which is a great jumping off point for adding in other colors. So after the biggest ornaments, then we go down to the smaller ones and we try to kind of space them around the tree. So I use natural wood ornaments, white ornaments, silver ornaments, and then also black ornaments. I really love black and white, and I love how it gives a modern touch to what would kind of be a little bit of a rustic tree otherwise. So I have some black bells and a couple black glass ornaments. I also have some black sparkly pine cones. Those are from Superstore. I can't link them online, but if you live in Canada, they still have them this year. It's like $6 for a tub of them. One thing I do want to note is that most of these ornaments are wood, plastic, acrylic, not breakable. So I try to keep our tree free from glass up until this year. This year we've actually went and bought some glass ornaments with the color that we're adding in, so you'll see those later. But until this year, I haven't used any glass ornaments because I have little kids that like to break things. So we have lots of like metal bells that are really pretty, these wooden snowflakes, pine cones, things that if the kids drop, they're not gonna shatter and be dangerous, and I'm not gonna be sad. We do have some keepsake ornaments that we don't put on our tree right now. When our kids get a little bit older, we'll start putting those on again. But I just thought, while they're young, we wanna enjoy our tree, and I don't wanna be frustrated with them as they hide our pickle ornament in the tree, or as I hide Nerf bullets in the tree for hours. I think that's super fun for them, so we just try to keep it glass free. So this is what it looks like, all decorated in those white, silvers, and wood tones. And at this point, you can leave it. This is how we've left it for a few years, or you can add in different colors. Now, I really love having these ornaments. It's a great way to start decorating. We can set it up like this every year, and then we can decide if we want to add in an accent color. So last year we added in some rose gold. So the first option that I'm going to show you is rose gold, and then I've also pulled in some like deep kind of purple colors this year too for this option. And these ornaments this year are going on my daughter's tree in her bedroom, but I want to show you what they look like on this tree here. When I was deciding to do this, I really wanted to show how just a few ornaments can make a big difference. Growing up, I kind of wondered, I had one friend who did magnificent themed trees with her family every year, and I thought they were so cool. But I'm like, then you'd have to buy new ornaments every single year. Like, what do you do with the ones from last year? So I love having this kind of base tree that we really like, and that we can switch out just like a shoebox of ornaments. So this year I spent $12 on new ornaments, and I feel like we have a whole new style for our tree. So in this shoebox specifically, I have one pack of the darker purple plastic ornaments and one pack of the lighter rose gold plastic ornaments. And I got these from Home Hardware last year for a project that I was doing, and I have hand lettered on a couple of them. I put my daughter's name on one since these will be going on her tree. I do have a tutorial for hand lettered ornaments like this. I will leave a link to that below. There's 3 different ways that I like to do them. And then we also got these beautiful snowflakes in the rose gold glitter from Canadian Tire last year. And then I also have some rose gold jingle bells. So it is just those 3 different kinds of ornaments, and it adds such a pretty rose gold glow to the tree. And I really like those dark purple ones, how it gives the tree some contrast as well. So when I'm spacing in the different colors, I like to make sure that I step back often to make sure that it's balanced and that I see those pops of colors evenly throughout the tree. And I did find a couple times that I had put on too many of the neutral ornaments, so I actually pulled a couple off as I was decorating with these different styles. So that is the purples and pinks addition to this tree. I think this is really pretty. Again, this is so similar to what we did last year that I never did share, but I love that it's classic still with all these natural colors, and that you get this whimsical touch of pinks and rose golds and purple. All right, so the next option is this olive green with some gold ornaments. We actually have lots of gold ornaments. We've always added gold into our tree as well, but I just found with all the natural ornaments that we have been picking up, there's just not room for all of them. So I left the gold off this year when I did the frosted whites neutral tree. And for this option, I really love how the gold played with the green, so I added those back in. So I picked up 2 packs of these glass balls from Michael's. They were on sale too for 12 bucks, I think. Or maybe they were even on 60% off. I can't remember. But I picked those up and I added some gold ornaments in as well. I did hand letter on a few of the green balls. I really love how the gold plays against that olive green. I may go back in and write our kids' names on a glass ball, one for each of them, because we have broken a few of the ones that I made. So again, I'm just spacing those out and stepping back every once in a while to make sure that I am covering the tree evenly. And oh, there's a couple gold sparkly snowflakes that I put in there at this point too. This is how we are leaving our tree this year. I really love how that green plays with our home decor and the different pillow covers that we have in our living room. And I think it's really lovely with the leather couch that we have this year that we didn't have last year. So last but not least is this kind of playful rustic tree with hints of classic Christmas red. So for this tree here, my shoebox of different ornaments was full of these little forest creatures with scarves and hats and all these different things. And those are from a few different places. My mom bought us some last year. I got a few from Kitchen Stuff Plus last year. And then in that box as well, I have these plaid ribbons, which are actually pieces of a shirt from my grandpa who passed away when I was in high school. He used to take the sleeves off of all of his shirts in the summer. And so my grandma has tons of this material, and we had used some to make little plushies, and I had some of the material left over. So I thought that it was special to put on my tree. I did that probably 4 or 5 years ago, and it's still here in the Christmas bin. So this is the decorations that we will be using on our tree downstairs, and we have a second tree downstairs that we let our kids make ornaments for and decorate however they like, and we have these fun ornaments that we sprinkle in there as well. I actually love how these little pieces of plaid look tied around the branches. I think that it's really casual and fun, and I really love how it's sentimental and it brings back some memories for me. The other ornaments that we have in here in this red themed box is these cute little gnomes, and those are from Kitchen Stuff Plus as well. I will link those below as well. So that is the last variation on this tree. I love how playful this one is. It is really cozy and kind of classic Christmas fun. And again, there is no breakable ornaments that I'm adding in. So as I'm doing this voiceover, I am wondering why I chose the only option with breakable ornaments. But we'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more DIY or home decor videos. We'll see you next time.